start.
Hey everybody, welcome to Ahava Moments with You. I'm David Peterman.
Steve Martin.
Good to be with you again today.
We're outside in Rock Hill, Cherry Park. We tried another location, but the studio effect was too...
Yeah, a little too boomy, I guess.
Too boomy, so we hope you appreciate it out here with us today.
So, what are we going to talk about today, Steve?
We just got back from Israel.
We did.
What was that? I got back May 14th, and you hung on for another...
I hung on for a bit longer. I left there on May 23rd, and then spent a night in Munich, and then came home from Munich.
3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah. So
I did that once.
And
one time was enough for me.
Yeah, it was. It was a little different trip for me this time. So
in what way?
Well, I think I got a case of food poisoning, so it made a little rough.
After I left.
After you left. Well, it started before you left, but then it continued for about 5 days.
All right.
And
so what was the highlight of your trip?
The highlight of my trip, I think, a couple things was the time that we spent with Hadassah and Nassim, and then also the Bess and Larry Hersikow.
Yeah, the learners live up here.
Yeah.
Haifa area.
Yeah, so just to be with the friends, the friends that we've made over the years.
That's why we go.
And then also times with Abraham and David,
right.
Especially David's kind of really warmed up to us in the last couple of years.
I've known Abraham and David Sidane. They're Abraham made Aliyah from Iran. He opened up a store 40 years ago, he told me.
Yeah.
And now he has given it to, not the 2 stores that they have now, he's given it to his son David and his daughter Dahlia and her brother Dan.
Yeah.
As an inheritance.
Yes.
Good man.
Yeah, and that's it's a good thing that he could work so hard and achieve something for his family.
Mm-hmm.
But our time with them was blessed, and it was spiritually a little different than any other trip we've ever been on. I think.
In what regard?
I just think the spirit was heavier. The people were a little not, the pressure of the alarms and the sirens and the war, and I think it's weighing on them.
This is one of the longest wars. Usually when Israel's attacked by the enemies, 5 Arab countries at one time normally, it ends in 6 days. 1967 6-day war, 72 the Yom Kippur War usually ends in 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
This one has gone on for 600 days.
Yes.
It's almost 2 years.
Yes.
And it just wears on the country, particularly when it's in your land and your men and boys are going off to war, come home for a weekend just to get some rest. At least the reserves have been able to.
But there's a lot of people that are displaced also. People are still from the north that are not back in their homes, and then their homes. If they've been out of their homes for that long, the rats and the animals and all that stuff move in and take over. So it all has to be redone. So I would say, every trip you go, it's a different flavor, different things going on, and I would say this time a little more spiritually heavy. After you left, I did spend some time with a reservist who had just gotten off of serving in Gaza
in the hostel.
In the hostel, yes, and then he was struggling. He was really
he a lone soldier?
He was a lone soldier.
Didn't have
yes.
a family.
Yes, and actually he was a Jewish man from the U.S.
Oh, really?
And so he came over there. He actually from California.
Okay.
And so he came over to fight for the people and fight for the land. And I met another gentleman who come in, and was packing medical supplies. And then it's so you hear the stories and you talk to them and you get a sense of what's going on and a sense of what's going on with the people. And the last time we went, we were very welcome because of COVID. They were just happy to see us.
We got in 2 weeks after they opened it up.
Right.
If you didn't take the shot.
Yeah, and this time, it's we come in and it's just there's not a lot of tourists. So there's not
no tourists.
People.
That was amazing.
People just going here and there doing what they do, and it's just taking a toll, I believe. So, but it was a good trip. I mean, I can't say that it was a bad trip, because we go to be a blessing. And when you bless the people that you meet, and you bless the people that you're with, and that's really what it's about.
That's good. Yeah, we went up to see Hadassah and Nassim Lerner, who would live, I can never say the town's name, Asifia?
Isafia, yeah.
Try finding that on the map. Anyway, it's just east of Haifa, about a half hour, and they actually live near Mount Carmel,
right,
where Elijah brought down fire on the altar. That should happen these days.
Amen.
We should bring some fire down on some of these altars that are being built in our country,
yes,
let alone everything else that's going on. But that's where we recorded our first one of these things, whatever we call it. We just call it sharing some words. Just not too far from there, we took down a road. We didn't know where it was going. It was pretty rocky. Some hikers walked by us and kind of looked at us, where are you going and what condition are you going to be when you get there? But we enjoyed it. It was our first recording that we did in Israel at that time. I hope you can check those out on YouTube, right where you'll see this one.
Yeah.
But it was that was a fun time. But again, we went to see the people. We went to encourage them. We went to tell them that, hey, we want to stand with you.
Amen. Amen. And keep Israel in your prayer and the people in your prayer. Any friends that you may have there, or just even acquaintances. Prayer changes the atmosphere.
Yes.
It really does. And so that's something that I can't encourage you enough to do, is to continue to pray and lift them up, especially the hostages.
That's right. Anything else you got, David?
I don't think so. How about
we should
you?
do another one, because we want to keep these short, so you're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs. But at the same time, there's plenty to share.
Yes, yes.
So check out the next one. Shalom.
Shalom.
Bye.